Chris Bias and Piper Boy. Yeah, Hustle. Somebody pissed Hustle off, and now she on one.
Yeah, good shit. Hustle. Piper Boy got me fucking blocked. Fuck that.
That's because you his doppelganger.
Get the fuck out of here.
Hustle say he still got a case.
Here you go.
Yo, yeah, I mean, y'all so forgetful. As
you coming up? This is E-Hard.
People for real, like so damn forgetful, my niggas. Like,
now, mind you, now you see E-Hard is saying y'all forgetful. Da 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 da. You come in and defend him. Hold on.
Drop a documentary and everything is back to normal. How you dropping a documentary on yourself like you even some kind of somebody with a documentary?
Hold on. He dropped it 2 hours.
Yeah, when he came home.
Yeah, well, no, he was explaining how
here
he
you
got
go,
out of jail.
defending
He
him.
just wanted people to know that his case was over.
I never knew that. I never watched this. I really don't watch it.
I ain't watched it. I seen it was 2 hours, and I'm like, bro, what are we talking about for 2 hours? You trying to defend yourself? Tell it to the judge. Why you didn't give this video?
Here you go.
Yeah, because
you wildin' E-Hard. Now, mind you, say you wildin' E-Hard, stating that she's capping. Hold on.
Wait. That's not what.
No. Okay. No. You said that you wasn't defending him. No, baby. I need you to listen. I need you to listen close.
Yeah, because
you wildin' E-Hard. That was you.
I might have watched like 3.
Here you go, but
I ain't gonna lie. If you watch it,
here we go.
It's low key like he got some hardcore documents.
Oh, you defended him.
He pleaded his case like they did. You know what I'm saying?
It's just a lot of this shit I'm caring about.
You watched the whole thing?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing because I needed to know if I needed to go ahead and delete him out of my everything ASAP because I wasn't even watching his videos or nothing no more. I deleted his channel, but he started a new channel and everything. But
he convinced you.
I watched him. I ain't gonna lie. He posted all.
He's still her friend.
No, listen. He posted the actual court documents, and he posted where you know what I'm saying.
That's you.
Break apart old girl whole story or whatever, and the old DA withdrew from the case because it was so like that. He posted the withdrawal from the original prosecution.
But that's cap though, and then you later on go on to attack QB, and you said, "Oh, girls be lying." You know what QB did? Hold up.
The new prosecutor came up and said, "We don't want to pursue this case anymore," so they let him go.
Which was cap.
Now it's not with bias, so they can pick it back up at any point.
Man, we ain't gotta give this nigga this type of attention.
Yeah, they can pick it back up at any point, but it's 2-3 years later, and they ain't picked it back up.
Which is cap.
I mean, in consideration of QB, we can't act like chicks don't lie sometimes too.
You said in consideration of QB, you can't act like chicks don't lie. If that's not defending a rapist, I don't know what is. I'ma unmute y'all, and then I'ma mute me, and y'all can do whatever y'all want because this is crazy.
Okay, so when I said, I'm gonna start at the beginning. When I said E-Hard you wildin', that wasn't wildin' like capping. That was like, if you listen to any space I'm in, when I say somebody wildin', that mean they just said something hilarious.
Come on, okay, so look, hold on, boys. Me, if I wasn't Hustle, if I wasn't you, if I'm just a person that's listening, it sounds like you're saying, E-Hard, you're wilding. He's
right.
innocent.
So let me clarify. That's what I'm saying. So let me clarify. So if you ever been
clarified on YouTube though, because now you got niggas looking like niggas is lying on a rapist, bro.
Where did I ever say you were lying, Hustle?
All right, so hold on. I'm gonna ask. All right, Miss Badass, Grim, Fizzy, every speaker, can y'all tell me if I'm bugging?
Not at all.
So y'all heard me say Hustle was lying?
Let's be real. She is going off the information from the documentary for what she knows. She not evidently it looks like she does not know that the stuff is still pending and still going on. Because you're saying that it's still active, it's still cap that's cap. She's going by the impression that the shit is dead.
Correct. So if I don't know, I'm not gonna speak on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I see the documentary, but with shit like that, like I said, if you don't got firsthand or like really, really good information on it. Shit like that, I don't speak on.
Right, but that's all I said though. All I spoke on was what was in the, because they asked me, they said, well, we only saw the first few minutes. Did you watch the whole thing? I said, yes, I watched the whole
But that's what I'm
documentary.
saying. You was insinuating, right? Now, mind you, maybe you didn't feel like that, but at the end of the day, it was brought up that Hustle went crazy on Chris Bias. So you was insinuating that I was lying or
I
that
never,
this wasn't actual facts. If I'm watching it, and I'm not me or you, that's what I'm thinking.
no,
Yes,
Hustle,
yes,
you're saying I was insinuating that, but I was answering
yes.
Ehart.
That's a fact.
Listen,
Yo, all
listen,
right.
Hustle, Ehart's,
Davon, am I bugging?
can you, Ehart's direct question to me was,
Nah, you said.
listen,
Listen,
because the Ehart's question to me wasn't even
nah.
about you. Okay, so you,
I'm not gonna allow you to do this. This is crazy. I'm not gonna allow you to do this because you know I'm not bugging. Listen, the context of the conversation was Miss Hustle went crazy on Chris Unbiased for a rape case. You said, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I saw the documentary. I'm not gonna lie. That's insinuating that my statement is not facts. If I'm bugging, can anybody tell me I'm bugging? Ms. The boss, hold on. I'm gonna give you a chance to speak, please. Badass, am I bugging, bro?
I see how you can look at it that way. I see how you can look at it that way. I'm listening to this clip though. I was not in that space, so I really don't know. But you
I was
know,
in the space, so if you from that's one of those like if it's a relationship type thing, what's understood is it don't have to be explained. But from the outside looking in, somebody gonna look at it and
yeah,
saying,
it's
"Damn, I
crazy.
thought the boss was supposed to hustle."
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
That's
the
a fact.
okay,
perception of
That's
it.
a
The
fact.
so,
That's
and if
perception of
that's
the
how
definitely a fact.
y'all
nigga.
taking it, okay,
That's a fact.
let's say that I can, let me say that I can see it that way. I can see your point of view. So, Hustle, if you felt like I was going against what you were saying, or first of all, let's take Hustle out of it. Anybody in here who felt like I was defending a rapist, because to me, everybody know I fuck with Hustle, but the defending a rapist part is the bigger deal to me, if I'm being honest. So, if there's anybody that felt like I was defending a rapist, let's clear that first. What I was responding to, if Hustle play more of the video, well, first of all, just in that part, Ehart's direct question to me was, you watched the whole documentary. Did he convince you? I was responding to that. This is what he showed me in the documentary. Y'all heard Ehart say, you watched the whole thing. Did he convince you? So I was responding to that, showing her, telling her the documents that he showed and the things that he said in the documentary. At that point, I was completely off of Hustle. And even later in that conversation, I think Ehart or somebody else said, yeah, but what about the other three victims? I said, oh, yeah, I ain't know shit about that. That must be a new case. I only know what he showed in the documentary. I said that clear as day later on in that same conversation because I never knew about no three victims and all of that extra stuff. So when they brought
Okay,
that
so
back
look,
up,
if I post it, right? If I post it, you go by facts, right? You go by documents, right? I
mhm,
posted a recent document, right, of his
mhm,
court date that just happened last month. You talking about a documentary from 2 years ago that he erased because he was lying. So
mhm.
that kind of confuses me. If we going off of actual facts,
I didn't see your document. I was just
I
asked.
posted when I went off on him. That's what I posted. That's what everybody was talking about.
I
Wait,
think the tweet that I saw from you didn't have no document attached. It said,
It definitely did.
no, you posted, then you must have had multiple tweets about Chris Unbiased because the one I saw was when you said he talking about I'm mad because he said I lost, but no nigga, I'm mad because you a rapist. There was no document attached to that.
It's
It was just a
actually,
caption.
and I don't understand how because I just took it out my pinned tweets this morning. It was in my pinned tweets.
well,
Can
the
you
boss
find
did
it?
say that she was wilding all morning on several people, so you had to see it.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm telling y'all the tweets I saw. The tweet I saw, she said, this nigga saying I'm only mad because he's saying I lost. No, I'm mad because you
Okay,
are a
so
fucking rapist.
you watch documentary. So what happened with the did you watch Bonnie's with her saying that he tried to rape her and y'all swept that under the rug too?
I ain't gonna lie. I don't really watch anything on Bonnie. I didn't even know Bonnie had no documentary out.
She's the one
I'm
that
just
brought
keeping.
this. She's the one that brought it to the culture, and niggas swept that under the rug. Like,
Have
y'all
y'all
be
seen Bonnie
weird, bro.
documentary?
Y'all be weird, bro. This is why. Let me tell you something. This is exactly why I will be the villain to the day I die, and I don't fuck with fans, and I tell everybody suck my dick because of stupid shit like this. Y'all worrying about old documentaries and recaps and all of this shit and why a person is doing this instead of getting a weirdo out the culture. But y'all got Adi Boom out for snitching though. But a rapist could walk around with mad different women and all type of shit in the culture, and y'all got daughters and nieces and all of that shit, and it's cool. I'm good. I'm good on all y'all.
Yeah, that's out.
Yeah, that's
I ain't
crazy.
even heard
That's
of Chris
crazy.
Bias until Hustle posted about him.
That's what
I
I'm saying.
never heard of
I
him.
ain't hear nothing about it until I saw it. That's why I was like, yo, y'all need to he need to
So
get the fuck up out of here for that shit.
so y'all
Damn, so
heard
that's
about
two
Y'all
bloggers
heard
got that
about
shit.
Bonnie accusations against him?
Bonnie's been
I
posting about it all day.
I
Well,
seen
I
the
mean,
Bonnie when
if she,
Hustle
I don't
proved it.
follow Bonnie and Bonnie don't follow me, but I mean, before now, y'all knew Bonnie had
Bonnie been
accusations
posting this for
against him.
years. She the
Yeah.
one that brought the him being a rapist to the culture. Come on.
Like I just
Well,
said, I
But
ain't
when
heard
Chris
I
about
been
when
out
I
of
say
town.
this
That's
the first
nasty.
I've ever heard about that, I ain't never heard that a
You
day
know
in my
why?
life.
Because y'all don't care. Y'all don't care, and I can't associate with people like that, bro. That shit is so crazy. Fuck why I'm doing it. Yeah. Okay, cool. I forgot Chris Bias even existed because after the rape shit, I canceled the nigga. So soon as I seen a recap with me and Couture, I said, wait a minute, you still around? Hold up. What? You still got supporters? Wait a minute. And it's women too. That's the sad part, bro. That's the sad part. It's disgusting. This culture
Well,
is disgusting and nasty. It got nothing but weirdos and people that support weirdos, and I'm good. Real motherfuckers don't get love in this culture, and I'm good off y'all.
well, Hustle, you know, and everybody else know that's ever been in that space with me that know that I fuck with you, and I was not going against you. But
I
if you
get
feel
that,
that,
I get that, but at the same time, like fuck me, take me out of the equation.
right,
Fuck
that's why I
me,
said take you
like
out of the situation. If anybody, again, them other three victims, when you just said when they said that in the space, I cleared it up. Then I said, oh, I ain't know shit about that. Again, that is later in that same video that you watch. I'm like, yeah, I ain't know shit about no. I'm my bad. Go ahead, Terry. I saw your hand up. Go ahead, my guy.
Nah, I'm kind of puzzled though, cause then Chris Unbiased play the dude who be wearing the robes and shit for having a kid with his um wife.
yeah, hello, how wrong
Yeah,
is it to
so
talk about
that's
the
kind
next
of
one?
crazy, and his case is still pending. He talking like
Yo,
his
He
he
did
shit
go
was
to
what
up.
court
did
in
Chris? What did
22
he do?
days. He go to court in 22 days.
That's crazy. That's unacceptable, bro. Like,
You said what did he played a robe. I didn't hear the I
nah,
didn't hear it.
it's a guy who used to talk about battle rappers who used to wear the robe back in the day, and he ended up having sex with his wife's daughter and got her pregnated. And so Chris Unbiased made a video talking about him and where he stayed and shit like that because he used to roast Chris Unbiased. But it's just crazy, like how are you talking shit about this dude and you slick still got cases pending regarding that. Like I'm not okay with neither one of them, but that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't
And
know
people
about
got
the dude in
daughters
the
and
robe
kids and
either.
shit. That shit is, and the victims is underage. Like y'all niggas is crazy, bro. I'm cool.
Well, again, to clarify, I wasn't going against you. I was answering Ehart question when she
No,
asked me,
fuck
did he
me
convince me?
though.
That
Take
right, that's what
me.
I'm saying, but I'm clearing it all up. So no, I wasn't saying you was capping. And no, I didn't know about the other three victims. I stated that as well. And no, I was not defending him, but I am gonna keep it a buck. I am somebody to keep it a buck regardless. After watching his documentary with
But
the document that
my
he
thing is this, right? My thing it's public knowledge. Every document I got, every document Bonnie has, you can get. You yourself can go get. Now, every motion that this nigga put in for it to be dismissed was denied. And what I don't jack is you stating, oh yeah, on account of QB, we can't say women don't lie. Cause I'm a rape victim. And they treat rape victims like they are the suspect. At the end of the day, you don't know if QB lied. You don't know that. And that
you
shit is
went out on me.
personal to me, bro. That shit is whack. And for you to state that shit was so whack. You don't know if QB lied. Why QB lied because 40 said she lied. You don't know that.
It was the document that 40 posted said that that QB came in the police station and recanted. That's what the detective
Guess what?
investigating.
Guess what? Guess what? You know rape victims do that all the time, right? Because of how the police treat them, right? You know
So,
that, right?
okay, so are we going to say that there nobody has ever heard of a queso hustle and respect
I
to your
get
situation?
that.
No, listen,
I
respect
get
to your
that, but
situation and what you've been
as a
through.
woman, I can't respect that. I get all of that. But as a woman, I cannot respect that. So many women are violated and it's swept under the rug. Fuck what's going on. Fuck the battle rap. Fuck me. All that. I can't respect that statement as a whole. Like, oh, cause QB, you don't know if QB lied.
Well, when you recant, here's my thing. When you recant, that's basically saying, okay, she said, I none of this happened. I said, so if you want to fault me for taking QB's word when she said, I recant, I said this, I wasn't telling the truth for whatever reason, then she is saying that she lied. I get what you're saying. Women recant for various reasons. That's true. Again, I'm somebody where you say you villain gang to me, whether you like it or whether you don't, I'm gonna keep it a book. There are women that have lied. So I am not a person that as soon as a woman comes out and says something, I instantly jump on the bandwagon and
I'm
villainize
not
the
you a
dude.
woman. Let me tell you something. You to me, until somebody prove that you wrong, I'm not going against that as a woman. Period.
So to you, the man is guilty until proven innocent.
No, to me, his fucking DNA was found on 3 rape victims.
No. I'm past Chris. I'm biased. I'm giving you that, mama. I'm giving you that. But I'm just saying, you said you couldn't rock with my statement that sometimes women lie. Coming
Yeah,
from
like that.
a
I felt
person.
like you attacked QB with that. Like at the end of the day, like besides that being my friend, that's a woman. You don't know what she went through. You don't know what that shit did to her. You don't know these things, bro.
That's all facts. But she recant. That's what I'm saying. So that's the part I'm off Chris unbiased. But if
No,
any
fuck Chris,
woman,
I'm biased, period. As
right?
a
That's why I
woman,
said
I
I'm
don't
off that.
respect it. As a woman, let me tell you something. And you know I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm not gonna sit here and lie or nothing. As a woman, I don't
Right.
respect it. I don't respect that. And me having a daughter, I don't respect it.
And I can respect how you feel. All I'm saying is for me, if a woman recants, that is you saying you this did not happen. That is
Okay,
like
so if I didn't know, right? If I didn't know for a fact, and I'm not attacking you because I fuck with you, but I just don't respect what you said, right? Now, if I
mhm.
don't know this for a fact, and that's a sensitive subject, I am not gonna speak on it. That's why I don't speak on Adi Boom shit. I don't give a fuck who provided what that I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. Period. And the fact that niggas cancel Adi Boom and cancel all of these other people for less than that, and y'all still support it. You said it yourself. You still follow him. You still watch his blogs and all that. So the fact that y'all cancel them niggas and y'all not canceling the rapists is weird to me.
Well, yeah, I thought we was. I'm addressing your statement that.
No, I want to address everything as a whole.
Okay,
Like
well,
it's
that's what
weird
I'm
to
saying. We
me.
got to, because we keep. So I want to. My points are to each point that you bring up. Again, I am not. If I'm wrong for that, and if women feel like I'm wrong for that, then I will have to be wrong for that. But I'm not somebody who jumps on the bandwagon every time a woman comes out and says something, because there have been cases where women have lied, and men never. Sometimes men never recover from the accusation itself.
And
Careers
women
and
never
lives are
recover from
ruined.
what men did to them. And women never
That's a
recover from what
fact.
men
So
did to
I'm not
them.
saying I
So
don't
that's why
believe
I said
women.
that you shouldn't even spoke on it because you don't know.
Well, in QB's particular instance, you to me, here's the thing. You can't fault somebody for believing you when you say you lied. I'm wrong for believing her because I didn't
No,
go to her
you
and say,
wrong for the whole thing. Like, do you want me to replay it?
you said what?
You want me to replay it?
You can if you want to, but I know what I
Like,
said.
you
What
wrong for the whole thing. Like, you specifically said, nah, you wildin'. I listened to the 2 hour documentary, and he provided. You do know, like I can make up documents and all that, right? You know that, right?
You said what?
You know I can make up documents, right? And I could do a blog, and I could show everybody these documents. And hold on 1 minute. Chocolate, what's up?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
you
yeah.
guys.
Anybody can Photoshop
Hold on,
anything.
hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chocolate. You were saying words?
Yeah, sorry. This topic is just super fascinating, and I just appreciate you guys having this conversation. I used to work with a center for women who have been sexually abused or just sexual, what is it called, victims.
Sexually.
So
Hmm.
the one thing that you hear about the stats is, although it's such a small margin of women who have lied about certain situations, it's actually very, very, very rare for women to lie about rape. What tends to happen is women don't talk about it. Actually, there are a lot of women that we see every day, who walk by us, who speak to us, who have been through it and have never spoken to anybody, have never told the police, have never done anything. So that's more
Right.
likely to happen than someone who goes and lies. Now, it does happen. We know that. But what tends to happen sometimes is when we hear one story, we tend to think that that's just a majority of individuals who are doing that. And studies show that that's not true. It's like really, like, I think it's like less than 5% of cases who have been. So with that being said, I do think that with women, sometimes we do have to have some type of solidarity where if you hear some type of accusation, it's not like you're like automatically go, yeah, he did it or whatever. But I think when we don't know, we need to be very neutral. And with that neutrality, we have to be careful with the words that we choose to say and anything that we choose to say, because that could have a long-standing impact on not only the woman who was abused, but also the man or whatever. So I just think that we just always, it's always, I don't want to vilify the man, but sometimes when we're trying to say that, we're also kind of disrespecting the woman or whoever has allegedly been victimized. So I just think that that's something that we have to be sensitive about, because those shit, like, women do go through that shit, and that shit is something you don't get over. It doesn't matter how many times you fucking pray over it. Like, it's real.
That's a fact. And I do know that most cases go unreported. Go ahead, Melly.
So I'm a juvenile counselor. Like I deal with a lot of kids. So most females that come in that was abused, like they don't. Cause I had one little girl, and her father was abusing her, but she never told nobody until she got incarcerated, where she was telling the counselors that her father was abusing her. But she would never like put him on trial or try to try to get him arrested because she feels like that's her father. So most abusers make you feel so comfortable that when you want to tell somebody, you feel like you're doing something wrong. So that's a lot of the times where somebody don't want to tell nobody because they feel like they're wrong, or they have to play that trauma over and over and over again. And and the way society make females feel over rape, a lot of times they just don't even want to go through that.
Exactly.
That's a fact. Okay, I mean, rap center. My bad.
I'm gonna just say that as a man and been in the system and shit. One thing that we gotta bring from this from lockup to the street is the same way we treat rapists and molesters in jail. Is the same way they should be treated on the street. And I think as men, we have to step up for women behind it. You know what I'm saying? Because if we cancel them out, then it's more easier because a woman, once again, it plays that sexual role, which is always going to be unfair. And it's going to be a he said, she said, but that rape and all that shit, that's untolerated, period.
Exactly.
Definitely. And there's a lot of women that deal with that type of thing. I actually dated a girl previously, and she couldn't really get over that fact, but she could never really talk about it. Like she was scared to even bring up the situation. So a lot of them won't even go to the police to talk about it because they're scared to replay that situation in their mind.
And
See,
then
that's when
sometimes you may think
that's
on
when they
paper,
lie.
on paper you may think you have a clear case. It's like there's all this evidence or whatever. I used to work for a public defender's office, and there were cases that you had to work on sometimes that you were like, it's just very depressing, right? You think you have all the cards, you're telling the truth, you have whatever, and then something happens where the other person, the opposing counsel, has certain things against you or whatever, or you have to recant. So it's not all the time. I think my point is we should always go with what the courts say sometimes, because sometimes with the court system, it's not about who's right or wrong. It's really about what you can prove and what you cannot prove.
That's a fact.
So she may have recanted. I don't know her story, so this is not me saying anything that I know for a fact. But because I don't know for a fact, I want to be neutral. So it could have been something where I recanted because I knew that although I knew the truth, I could not prove this legally that this happened to me. So we have to make sure that we know that. But usually recanting does mean that you're like taking away your story. But when it comes to rape and certain things, when the legal system, it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
I feel like if a woman come out and say somebody raped her, I feel like it's weird for people to say I don't believe. Like that's weird. Like
Exactly.
I got
Especially a
daughters. There's no
woman.
way. Like especially if you got daughters. Like how could you say you don't jump on that bandwagon if a woman says it? That's weird.
Woozy, I was just
I feel
gonna
like the
touch on
best
that.
thing you should do. All right, I believe her until I know she didn't do it, and then you feel that's I got daughters, but ain't no way I would ever if a woman come out and say she raped, well, man, I believe you. That's why women don't come forward because it's motherfuckers like that thinking, oh, ain't nobody go, hell no, that's
Now, how we
crazy.
feel about
That's
the mothers
crazy.
that don't believe their daughters? You know what I'm saying? That's
Right, right,
crazy,
right.
bro.
That's
Crazy.
nasty.
Now that sounds all fine and dandy, and I'm with y'all on everything that y'all
No,
That's
saying.
but
But
boys, look how you even approaching it. It sounds all
Yeah,
fine
about
and
that's
dandy.
crazy.
no, no,
exactly.
no, y'all not.
Hold on, no. Because I'm not gonna let you do that. At the end of the day, like you was dead ass wrong. Like I'm gonna let you talk, but bro, I don't agree with what you did and how you attacked QB with that shit, and even defending the nigga. He is a fucking rapist. Even defending the nigga. Like I got a daughter. I'm a woman. Like I can't, bro. Nah.
Okay, so I also have a daughter. She is in college right now. I respect and understand everything that y'all are saying. For me, there is a difference between staying neutral until all the evidence is available or until
But you
more
wasn't
evidence is
neutral though.
available
You
and
wasn't
jumping
neutral.
and jump hold on, hustle, let me finish. And then jumping on a bandwagon. So if a woman comes out and says, because we've seen many accusations. First of all, the Central Park Five just got out after how many years? So it's not always a case where the woman is telling the truth. So what I'm saying is, I'm not saying I don't believe a woman. If a woman
He
come
is
out and
not
say,
the
"Oh,
Central Park Five,
Hey,
bro.
that's a
His DNA
Yeah,
was
that's not the
found
same
on three
situation.
rape victims. I'm confused. Like his DNA was found on three rape victims, and the fucking phone in the victim's phone was in his attic. No, this is not the Central Park Five. We not doing that.
no
The
hustle."
way that
I'm
nigga's
separating
canceled.
things. Y'all making you making connections where I'm not. Again,
Nah, you trying to
Nah,
I'm
that's
off,
you
Chris.
playing
I'm
reverse
biased.
psychology, bro.
No,
Don't
I'm
do
not.
that.
I've already given you your point. Where you had points, I'm telling you, okay, you're right. But what I'm
But
saying
you
is
can't
for
put in a context with niggas that was clearly innocent with him, bro. Don't do that.
right, but
Because
no, but what
you trying to turn it around. No, we
I'm
not
not,
doing
how
that.
am I turning it around when I've already given you those points? The only thing that I'm saying is there is a difference between if a woman comes out today, let's say after this space is over, there's breaking news that a woman comes out and says she was raped by her boss. I'm not saying I don't believe her. What I'm saying is I am reserving my opinion until after more things are available, more information is available. I'm not automatically crucifying her boss and calling him a rapist off of an accusation. It cannot
Listen.
be guilt for me. I'm not gonna say it cannot be. For me, nobody is guilty until proven innocent.
I ain't gonna lie. You should.
What?
You need to keep that to yourself. Then that
Well,
ain't
I
Can
mean,
I
Yes.
can I
right.
say something?
so
Can I
you
say
wouldn't
something?
believe your
Can I
daughter
say
if she
something?
told you she was
You is
raped?
that's
Can
not
I
what
crazy.
say
I'm
something?
saying at all.
Yes,
It
Nobody's
kind
that's
of
okay.
is
exactly
what you're
what
saying.
you saying. So if your daughter comes to you and tell you somebody raped her, you like, listen, I don't believe you until the evidence come out. Are you what?
Y'all wild. Y'all know good
That's
and damn
exactly what you're
well
saying, though,
everything when
boss.
Yes.
something becomes personal, it's different. If my
Oh, because
daughter
you got
is
a daughter. Oh, I get
facts,
it.
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
No,
That's a fact.
that's
Can I
not
say
But
something?
you
cool.
gotta take all these situations
Can I say
personal
something?
though. That's the thing though.
Yeah,
That's
whoever that
serious
is, you
shit.
can say something.
Um, I I I just want to say, like, I don't agree with the fact of waiting for all the evidence. One, because it's too many times. First of all, if you pay attention to rape cases in general, whether they convicted or not, people get less time for rape and molestation than any other crime. It's like
That's a fact.
it's a fact. Regardless of what's going on, they get less time because to the justice system, it seems like that shit is unimportant. Depending on how your case goes, you can actually get probation for the shit and only register as a sexual offender for a certain amount of time. And once your probation is over, you don't have to re-register, depending on how your case goes. Some situations is like you cannot just wait for the evidence. Me personally, my auntie molested 5 of us in the same household. And we went to the police station and she was not convicted for anything, no probation, none of that. And we all came in there with different stories, the same timeline, the same, and nothing happened to her. So waiting for evidence is not it's not the best thing to do. That has nothing to do. When a woman comes out and says that something happened to her, I'm going to believe her 100%, regardless of the situation, until there is evidence that says she is lying. That's the only way I'm going to say that she lied. If there is 100% concrete, I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't give a fuck if a girl comes out right now and says my daddy raped her. I'm going to believe the girl over my father because I know the situations. I don't give a fuck. So evidence is not. I understand being innocent until proven guilty. I understand that, but in these situations, it's so hard to prove that somebody is guilty because just like Chris Unbiased, if you pay attention, he said that he never touched the girl. Now his lawyer is arguing that the sex was consensual instead of saying that he didn't touch her. That's the problem. You cannot, it's so hard to prove in that situation what happened because it's only you and that person in a room. So when a female comes out and says, I was raped, I was molested, I was touched, I'm always going to believe her until evidence comes out that she's lying. I'm not waiting for evidence to prove that he's guilty. I don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
A
That's
Go
2 hour
ahead,
crazy.
blog
Chocolate.
is crazy though.
Go ahead, Chocolate.
No, I was definitely gonna agree with Aeon, but I think, and to be honest with you, this is
Eon.
gonna sound crazy. I do Aeon, my apologies. I do completely understand where you're coming from, DeVos, because I do look at shit through a legal lens. But I think what my point with saying that is, I think if you genuinely believe deep in your heart, it's like innocent until proven guilty. I just feel like as women in solidarity, I think we just keep that like just not say it out loud, so to speak. Just like I don't know, because I feel like if someone is sharing that type of raw truth to you, and then it's like, well, I mean, I don't want to vilify him until like I feel like it's a little bit not insulting, but
Very insulting.
it undermines their actual real raw story. And it's not really, this isn't for you, but it's also like my mother believes the same way, right? My mother is always like with Bill Cosby and all those people. She was like, why are they coming out now? Like, I don't want to, whatever, for men, I just want to protect them, whatever. And I understand that, but I feel like sometimes with women, we do have to get into a point where we're also only caring about the protection of women. Because just like that woman who's going through that, they need solidarity from you. God forbid, there might be a day you might need that same solidarity in return. So that was just all I was gonna say.
Some shit ain't innocent till proven guilty in my eyes. You get caught with some dope or something, all right, cool. But rape, now, hell no. Hell no. I got daughters. I'm ready to kill something.
I got a daughter
Take
too,
your
and
evidence to God.
here's the
Shit.
thing. I'ma
Fuck
always
that.
be
I got
honest.
pistols. I'm smoking
Everything is more.
anything.
Everything is different when it hits home and when it's personal. My daughter could, man, if my daughter tell me somebody pushed her too hard, I'm ready to tear some shit up. So I don't need to know the story and nothing else. So
Okay,
I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like when something hit home and it's a mother or
can
a
I play
daughter
devil's
or a
advocate real
sister.
quick? So your daughter,
Yeah,
right?
that's just you. Any crime
You
on
said,
women is serious.
hold on. You said that you would believe your daughter, right? So let me play devil's advocate real quick. So your daughter can't be a liar.
She can be, but if she do, then it's gonna be
So what's
somebody
the
innocent
difference
that got
though?
killed. It is what it is.
So what's the difference? So it is what it is if she's lying. That's what you're saying.
You
So then
no,
you, in
I'm
fact, you
saying if
don't
my
really
daughter come to me
care.
and say, I'm
Hold
saying
on,
if my daughter
listen.
come
So
to
in
me and say,
fact, hold on, boss. In fact, you don't really care if she's lying. It is what it is because that's what you just said, right? So you just want to protect that particular person because that's who you fuck with. Okay, I got it. Cool.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, I didn't say I don't care if she's lying. If my daughter comes to me and say somebody raped her, no, I'm not. I'm going to believe my daughter. That's my daughter. If it comes out later that she lied, then of course that's a different conversation. But by the time it come out that she lied, me and her father have already taken action towards the person that she says has assaulted her. That's my daughter. So I'm not gonna front and act like it's things aren't different when it hits close to home, like your mama, your sister, your daughter. You know what I'm saying? Those things are
All right,
different. So
so the fact that you said that, then you understand why I feel how I feel. What you saying, what you said about QB, because that's close to home. That's my friend. That is my sister. So the fact that you made that statement and you was like, "Oh yeah, we can't act like women don't lie. Look at QB."
hold on, is it just my phone? Everybody else can hear Hustle 100% clear. It's just me.
Yeah, we can hear her. I can hear her.
Yeah, we can
Nah,
hear Hustle.
you a little behind me.
Okay, say it again, Hustle. I'm
Like,
trying.
okay, so I just like because honestly, you got me like thinking that I'm bugging, right? So I want to replay what you said so you can understand what I'm saying, okay? Because
Mhm.
it's like a disconnect or something here. I don't know. Now, everybody that's new in the chat, I'm going to break it down. They were bringing up how I brought up Chris Unbiased case, and she went on to say, "No, Ehart, you're bugging. I watched the documentary. He provided these documents stating that the case was dismissed, which is cap because he goes to court in 22 days. And also, he went to court, I think
Hustle,
last
Mr.
month.
Free.
Hold up. He went to court last month and his fucking DNA came back on 3 rape victims. So I don't understand why you yourself felt like you needed to defend him, right? So I'm gonna play it because I'm just like you. I don't know. I'm gonna play what you say.
Wait, Hustle, I was trying to tell you, Mr. Freeze said bring him up or wherever he at.
I can't. I gotta drop somebody, but I want everybody to hear what you said first. Hold on. All right, here y'all go.
So I see CD going at it.
They ain't never got along. Leave it alone. Yeah,
Man,
they been beefing all day.
this nigga nephew be on this shit.
That nigga Wendy Williams,
He
man.
go crazy.
Also been flaming Nunu all day.
She said she wasn't even invited.
Yo,
It wasn't just Nunu though. She went for Chris too.
Chris Unbiased and Piper Boy.
Oh,
Hustle, somebody pissed Hustle off and now she on one.
Yeah, good shit. Hustle Piper Boy got me fucking. Fuck that.
That's because you his doppelganger.
Get the fuck out of here.
Hustle say he still got a case open on that rape.
yo, yeah. I mean, y'all so forgetful as a community of black people for real. Like so damn forgetful, my niggas. Like, nigga come home and drop a 2-hour documentary and everything is back to normal. How you dropping a documentary on yourself like you even some kind of somebody with a documentary?
Hold on. He dropped a 2 hours.
Yeah, when he came home.
Yeah, well, no, he
Now here you go defending
got
him.
out of jail. He was just wanting people to know that his case was over.
I never knew that. I never watched this. I really don't watch it.
I ain't watch it. I seen it was 2 hours, and I'm like, bro, what are we talking about for 2 hours? You trying to defend yourself? Tell it to the judge. Why you didn't give this video to the courts?
Yeah, because
You wildin' E-Hard. That's what you said. You wildin' E-Hard. So that's you stating that she's bugging for saying that he need to explain it to the judge. That's you. Now hold on. Here you go.
So I watched it like 15 minutes though. No, I might have watched like 3 minutes.
I ain't gonna lie. If you watch it, it's low key. Like he got some hardcore documents in there. Like
you defending him.
He pleading his case like they did. You know what I'm saying?
It's just a lot of this.
You watched the whole thing?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing because I needed to know if I needed to go ahead and delete him out of my everything ASAP because I wasn't even watching his videos or nothing no more. I deleted his channel, but he started a new channel and everything. But
he convinced you.
I watched him. I ain't gonna lie. He posted all.
He's still her friend.
He convinced you. Okay, go ahead.
No, listen, he posted the actual court documents and he posted where, you know what I'm saying, they did break apart old girl whole story or whatever. And the old DA withdrew from the case because it was so like that he posted the withdrawal from the original prosecutor, and then the new prosecutor came up and said, "We don't want to pursue this case anymore."
Cap.
So they let him go. Now it's not with bias, so they can pick it back up at any point.
With prejudice.
Man, we ain't gotta give this nigga this type of attention.
Yeah, they can pick it back up at any point, but it's what 2-3 years later, and they ain't picked it back up.
Cap.
Shit gotta get left alone. That shit weird.
I mean, in consideration of QB, we can't act like chicks don't lie sometimes.
In consideration of QB, we can't act like chicks don't lie sometimes. That was you.
Yeah, no, that's not. I didn't deny. I never denied that any of that was me, Hustle.
So, like, I'm confused where the disconnect is with you saying you're not defending him. Go ahead, Melly.
Go ahead, Melly.
But Hustle, she kind of explained her point of view. Like, she looked at it as, I guess, everybody else life is situation based.
No,
Except for
Melly,
if
Melly,
it's her kid.
Melly.
If it's not her,
Melly. This nigga just went to court a couple of weeks ago. She's talking about a documentary from 2 years ago that he later on erased because he lied. He just erased it after he came from court because he lied. So what are we talking about?
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I was talking about, though.
Speaking, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, if you don't know, I only spoke on that shit because of what I seen, nigga. Every fucking motion he put in for that case to be dismissed was denied. You said he got let out and the case got dropped. That's cap. He got out on bail.
I never said the case got dropped. When the
because I don't want you to think I'm lying on you. I want you to hear you say it again. Hold on.
I heard it twice, so you don't have to play it again.
No, I want to play it again because I don't want you to think I'm lying on you or anything. Hold on.
Okay, play it again, Hustle.
He's still her friend.
No, listen, he posted the actual court documents and he posted where, you know what I'm saying, they did break apart old girl whole story or whatever. And the old DA withdrew from the case because it was so like that he posted the withdrawal from the original prosecutor, and then the new prosecutor came up and said, "We don't want to pursue this case anymore." So they let him go.
That's you. That was you. That's what you said.
Right, and then I later on said it wasn't with bias, so they can pick it back up at any time.
They never dismissed it, though. That's what I'm saying. You speaking on things that you don't know. They never dismissed that.
Okay, so go ahead, Terry.
I was gonna ask, how is he able to do that 2-hour blog if the case is still pending, though?
That's why I was erased.
Oh wow, that nigga's trifling.
Okay, so again, the only thing I spoke about was what was said in the blog. I never said this was 100% fact. Ehart asked, as y'all heard, did he convince you in watching the blog? So I then went on to explain what I saw in the blog.
But that convinced you that he wasn't a rapist. That's what you were saying.
Yes, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, that convinced me.
I'm done.
Right, that convinced me. I didn't know about the other 3 victims. If you continue to play the video, again, I'm not gonna lie. When I watched the documentary,